got a couple more of those coming soon. Oopsie. There we go. Anyway.
Oh!
My uncle said good podcast again.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he did.
Cool.
Yep. I don't know what we talked about, but I'm glad it was semi-interesting.
Yeah. You want it to be interesting to somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the idea.
I just wish we could find some celebrities, even if they're just local celebrities, to come on.
Well, I gave those...
Especially guys that smoke.
Like, I gave haha fucking goddamn doobie and I hear nothing. I was kind of a little sad about that, but I expected a little recognition. Motherfucker.
We need to make up some kind of little card.
Because it was the 18. And you know what the 18 was last batch? You remember how that shit tasted.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't like, I don't give a fuck if you live in Cali.
Right.
It's not normal. You'd be like, that's Michigan bud?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So, but who knows? I got to hand one to Ari. So, I already told the story about haha in the
He did?
Yeah, we did in the main show.
Yeah.
But with Ari, I stuck in a corner, so I had to wait for a lot of people to leave anyway.
Yeah,
and then there was a fucking line to get out, so it was like, I'm chilling, and then I see him walking up, like, I just handed it to him. Here you go, dude. Nice show. Cool, thanks. That was it. And off I went.
We should make up a card, though. We should have a card made up about this, or something about the podcast show that you can give these guys, and if they come back to Detroit and they're interested to be on the podcast, or at least they can just listen to our show, and see if they like it. You know what I mean?
More about, can you handle smoking?
Yeah.
Because a lot of them couldn't handle, like most people can't smoke. Like, I didn't know, but she faked it the first time she come and hung out. Like, I guess most people fake it. Like, like that Haha Davis skit where he's like, I don't want to, that's how they are when they smoke with us. So it's like...
Well, I know when I have your smoke, and I have girls come over every now and then, a couple of them won't smoke your stuff anymore. You know why?
Why?
Because they end up on my sofa.
Seriously?
Yes.
It's not even that indica. I guess it is. It's got a lot of mercy.
A couple of them say the stuff is just too strong for them as far as knocking them out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I definitely had a guy.
They didn't even smoke nothing but sativas.
I had a guy that one of my good friends, Derek, played disc golf with him every Monday, and he used to hook him up. Now, no, he gets it from somebody else. He gets it from Zane, actually.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, because Zane's got how Zane's got like a selection.
Right.
So he gets a sativa.
If you want a strong sativa or a mild sativa.
Yeah, you can get it from Zane. Basically, that's what he does, is he gets like a canatonic or something like that. So,
yeah.
Because he just can't. Smokes one of my joints, he can't play with his kids.
Some people can't. It's weird, isn't it? To us, it's normal, I guess, but...
Well, yeah, I guess.
Because this one girl, she will not smoke with me anymore. Unless I tell her it's a sativa.
Oh.
If I tell her it's a sativa, she'll smoke with me.
When do you have sativas?
Oh, I get sativas. I guess
when you're done hitting it.
I get sativas from...
That we could smoke. No.
From Dwayne. I get sativas from I can't believe it. Michelle.
Oh, Michelle.
Michelle got a sativa. I think it's 80%.
I'm trying, man. This is supposed to be mostly sativa.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, not mostly. It's a candy cross. So, and then the
hybrid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's 80% still a hybrid.
Yeah.
But
the other 20% got to be something else.
So
that tastes good.
Which is
wow. If that could make it to the jar, which it won't.
No, it's already gone.
I was just telling her earlier, would you guys do eat weed when I'm gone from here or something? Because that thing will be full. I'll come back next day, it's empty.
I don't know, man. Because the warehouse is getting plants out and they're really good, but they're only, because of all the fucking light issues, they're only like 5.
Yeah.
So it's really frustrating. But the ones coming soon look better. But the ones coming out now, they have that amazing look, but there's going to be no real weight in them. Downstairs is looking better, but it needs some time to come around. It needs another, like,
Well, it's definitely
2
improved.
weeks.
It's definitely improved over the last couple of months.
Yeah.
It really
Like
has.
2 weeks. And it'll be back to where it's manageable. And I think it's the same, like, about mid-December should be the first, like, beginning of the year, I should get the first crop of normal stuff again.
Back on track.
Back to 7, 8s, 9s, 10s, give or take. Because the blueberries 10s the blueberry should average over 10.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that blueberry is a heavy yielder. The deadhead, not so much.
The blueberry has nice tops. The tops are really nice.
Yeah, they get really fingery and crystalline.
Yeah. I'll be glad when the winter is over. I'm ready for winter to be
It
done
just
now.
started.
I know.
I'll be glad when I can fucking leave.
I wish I was like well, I wish I could. I wish down south they weren't so pumped up on the weed, you know?
Yeah, dude, there's nowhere to go besides Cali, and Cali's too
Because
expensive.
I'd move to Atlanta in a minute if they were weed friendly.
But they're not.
Or even Virginia. But Virginia's it's too much of a military town.
Yeah, you're not getting weed in there.
Virginia and Maryland, you know,
Yeah.
the police are more military than need be to me.
Did you listen to the podcast, the Rogan with Gladwell? Malcolm Gladwell. Malcolm Gladwell's his name.
What is he?
He's a Arthur.
An author?
He's an Arthur. He's an author
Yeah, an author.
from Canada.
I might have. I've listened to so many of his shows.
It's his his last Talking to Strangers is his newest book that's out.
Okay.
You would know. If you haven't, you need to. It's a really good one.
What was his name?
Malcolm Gladwell. He has his own podcast. It's really great. He revisits history in his podcast. So, like, the fry. I had no idea that they switched to fry at McDonald's. Did you know?
Wait, did they what?
They switched, like, the fries are completely different than when you were a kid at
Well,
McDonald's.
I know.
Yeah, so...
I hardly ever go to McDonald's, but what did they do?
So, back when that fat scare came, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
In the 80s and late 70s and 80s, I think it was. They switched from using, because they had their own animal fat
Oil.
that they would cook their fries in, and you would get a fry, and it'd be a small fry was all you would need, because of the way it's cooked. It's more filling, you need less. So the high fat thing came in, that stupid study that fucked up our whole country
Yeah.
when it comes to fat, thinking about nutrition. They basically cut out the animal fat and replaced it with a fucking plant fat. Which makes them lighter and less filling. That's why you go from. That's why everyone eats a supersize now compared to a small one.
Yeah.
And they just taste different. Like he was like they're completely different.
Yeah.
In taste, and I'm like I mean I might have had them when I was a kid, but not enough to remember them. By the time they changed it, I'd already been.
But they did change them though. Now that I think about it.
They changed the oil.
Now that I think about it, something must change because
It wasn't just them; it was everyone.
Because back in the day, fries were tastier.
Yeah, because you used animal fat. Because animal fat would hold better.
Yeah.
But now they make this.
Which probably was lard. It was probably lard they were using.
Fuck yeah.
See, lard, which is animal fat, it makes food taste a little better.
True.
It gives it more flavor, I should say.
Yeah, it gives it some of that
animal with that
flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
The grease, man, it's a fat.
And see, black people love grease.
Everyone loves grease.
Oh, no one loves it better than black people. Black people love grease. If it's not greasy, they don't want it. That's The reason why Church's Chicken is so big, because of black people. And, well, I should say poor people. Because...
Yeah, you should say poor people because I
want to stop saying black people.
Lard itself it's a staple in a poor person's diet because it's easy to get, it's cheap, and it also lasts a long time.
Right.
So same with all that's why Mexican food is amazing because it's especially the poor Mexicans because they gotta cook shit that you don't want to eat. In order to make that shit good, you have to you gotta add spices, you gotta cook it the right way, or it tastes like shit. Tripe. Who the fuck wants to eat animal intestines? People say it's amazing though.
Tripe,
I don't think
chitlins, all that shit.
I don't like tendon texture. So if you give me calamari that's rubbery.
Yeah, well, that means it's not cooked properly. If it's rubbery, it's not cooked properly.
I know.
Yeah.
But I don't like it that way.
Yeah,
it has to. It can't be rubbery.
It can't be like chewing gum.
Octopus.
Yeah.
Octopus. I've never had octopus where I've liked it.
I have. I've had it before that it was cooked right. Cooked right.
I'm sure if I'm in Japan, I'm gonna try it again. Because I'm sure they do it right, and it's fresh as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, in Japan, I'm sure meat is probably they're real sticklers about meat and fish.
But going to fucking Japan is one of those things too, where it's like that's a pipe dream in itself, just because of the cannabis thing. Because it's illegal as fuck over there still.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
a lot of these Asian countries.
Why do I want to go fucking spend time in a country where I can't get high?
It's like a friend of mine. I was talking about going to Italy and stuff like that, and he said, "Wouldn't you like to go?" I said,
"Spain."
Really. I said, "Not really." I said, "Italy really doesn't turn me on."
They're fascist. There's a lot of fascist.
And I want to go to a country where there's some weed. I do.
Me too.
I don't want to go to a country that just has wine and drinks.
Yeah, because I don't drink.
Yeah, I don't drink.
What the fuck do I want to go drink for? That's why Sweden's so hard for me. I love Sweden. It's an amazing place. The people there are fucking awesome. The buildings are amazing.
Right.
Hold on, let me rephrase that. The people I know there are awesome. I'm not going to generalize the whole population because
I'm
sure there's people over there that are dicks.
Oh yeah, there are dicks everywhere. There are dicks everywhere.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like I watch a lot of those travel shows on TV and on Facebook and shit.
You used to watch Bourdain a lot.
And they show countries but very seldom they talk about bud. They'll talk about the religion in that country.
None of them talk about the fucking cannabis.
But very seldom. Now, I watched a couple of them about a month ago, and a guy went to Amsterdam. You got to talk about bud. You go to Amsterdam. You almost have no choice.
Even then, there's so many things in Amsterdam that you can avoid it without ever talking about it.
Yeah.
You get away with doing a show.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
Without ever talking about it, because there's a lot to do in Amsterdam besides get high, but getting high makes those things that much better.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I can enjoy your country a lot better if I can smoke a joint.
But what makes Sweden awesome too is the fact that I can smoke weed in Sweden.
What's up, man?
Not too much.
I can smoke it in Sweden. You know what I'm saying? I just have to. I have my buddy gets it. It's just shitty.
Yeah.
There's no options. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? You fucking smoke shitty amnesia haze.
And you can't take yours with you there.
Fuck no. I'm not risking that shit.
No, I'm just saying. I wish it was legal for you to travel with it. Like cigarettes. You have to declare a pack of cigarettes in your pocket when you travel, do you?
No.
Exactly.
Really?
Why would you have to declare a pack of cigarettes in your pocket?
I don't. Well, I've been to concerts where they won't let you take an open packet. Concert venues.
Yeah, probably because you could stuff weed in the fucking
Drugs,
things.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That wouldn't be hard to
But I've never heard anybody tell me, "Oh, you took my cigarettes when I was flying." Or I can't carry a pack of cigarettes with me. I never heard anybody say that.
No, people take cartons with them. Smokers take their cigarettes.
Sure do. Because
Well,
a real smoker gotta have his cigarettes.
And I would take my fucking weed. I would have fucking carry-on.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
had
That's
ounces and
all.
ounces of weed in it, so I could fucking be
So
high.
I wonder when it's legal marijuana in the whole United States, will we be able to fly back and forth with it?
If it becomes legal in the United States,
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, somebody told me once
You can fly with liquor.
Well, they said once 26 states become legal for marijuana, the whole country has to do it after that. They said if 20
majority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said if 26 states take it, it'll be nationwide.
Or elect Bernie, because he said he declassified.
Bernie, not just him. There's a couple others too.
I've only heard Bernie say it.
Yeah, there's a couple others that are saying it too. They're not saying it like he's saying it.
You need to say it out loud. Like, hey, if I get in, one of the first things I'm going to do, declassify it. Because they have the power to do it. The president's the one that put the classification on it in the first place. It wasn't the fucking...
See, I didn't
Congress.
know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was all Nixon.
Schedule 1 is what they call
Nixon
it.
fucked it. That's what happened when you put a racist fucking bigot in the fucking
Exactly.
office.
And he's proven...
You get more fucking police, and you get a war on drugs.
And he's proven to be that by those tapes.
Yeah.
Those tapes.
The tapes will come out about Trump, too.
The tapes
I'm telling
fucked
you,
him up, man.
At some point, someone's going to offer somebody more money than when Trump offers them. And they're going to be like, okay.
This is probably a horrible thing to say. Maybe I shouldn't say it.
Well...
But I think that the stress, if he keeps... you can see in his face the stress now.
Oh, yeah, the red.
You can see he's looking bad, you know.
He's getting old. Quick.
They might find this motherfucker in the bed dead before it's all said and done.
I think one of the main...
They say he doesn't sleep hardly.
Yeah. Hold on.
I think ice cream.
I think him and his people are smart, and the reason why he still campaigns, the reason why he's been campaigning, and he constantly says shit over and over again, and never leaves the same subject, is so that if he does die, they don't have to say anything for like 2 years. They can just... He's not dead. Look, here him at a rally again.
Yeah, you know that he wouldn't have changed his viewpoint.
Yeah.
So why not just go with
Big
it?
Brother shit. And on top of that, you add in deep fake. They've got enough for him for the deep fake AI to go candid for 10 years.
I'll tell you, seriously, unless people really turn out, like mega turnout, he's going to be president again. If people don't turn out in record numbers, he's going to be president again.
The young people have to come out. They have to stop what they're doing
I
and
think
actually do it.
impeachment will happen if he even gets a glimpse of
No.
second term.
There's no way the Senate's going to fucking dude.
He might get impeached, but he's not going to be removed from office.
You're never going to get 20 fucking Republicans.
See, you can be impeached but not removed from office. That's what happened with Clinton.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the impeachment has never fully went through, right? Yeah.
No, it hasn't.
I mean,
no. The other guy got impeached too. No, he never even
Johnson
got impeached.
Johnson. I don't think they took him out of.
Neither of them were removed.
No, they didn't take him out.
They just did because that's the thing. The Senate's the hardest thing. It's not the House. The House is the people.
But Nixon would have been removed. He retired.
Yeah.
Well, he was
resigned. I should say.
Hold on. I listened to a podcast about that the other day. They actually talked about that in theory. What do you think of that?
Tastes good.
What's it taste like?
It's got a cush taste. Very cushy.
So earthy?
When I say cush, I do mean earthy. But not just earthy, but airy too. You know, where you take a toke and it goes in, it coats, and when you blow it out, you get a little bit of that airy, almost menthol type feeling.
Okay.
It's not blueberry?
No.
No, it's not blueberry.
The podcast tried to delve into whether or not if Nixon had taken the same strategy as Clinton and just went head into it. Didn't resign, went head into it. Would he have been kicked out? And they don't know if he would have because it takes 3/4 majority of the fucking Senate to flip. And that's a lot of Senate. That's 60.
You need a lot of people to stand up.
Yeah, but those tapes.
Put their foot down.
They didn't have the tapes in the 80s, or at that time, did they?
Yes!
I thought they just had... Oh.
No, dude,
yeah,
no. They didn't know he had a recording system. It came out in testimony.
Yeah.
In the impeachment.
You knew that there was an informant.
Yeah, but they didn't know he had...
And they didn't know what the informant had until the informant released the tapes.
Well, that was, what was his name? John Dean. He was the one that turned. Okay, and then when he was giving his deposition, they found out there was a tape system. Nobody knew it. So Nixon had been taping. Everybody came into his office. He had a tape player under the...
Yeah.
And his secretary, said,
some of them. They're fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
like, you hear
man.
him talk, and you're like...
He used the N-word. He talks about Jewish people like their dogs.
Spanish people.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't like nobody, man. He didn't like nobody.
He was a super bigot.
Yeah, he was, man. And a crook.
Yeah, there's still people on this planet that talk about him as if he...
They love him.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Nixon?
Yes.
Yes. There are people that love
Nixon. It's not
Nixon,
a very
man.
big percentage of the planet, but there's a small percentage of the planet that love Nixon.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense.
Like my
But you know what?
My teenage hero was Hunter Thompson, so like I grew to hate Nixon.
Well, yeah, I didn't. He wasn't my hero, but I didn't know anything about Nixon. But when I read everything about the war on drugs and started doing that research and started understanding the hypocrisy and the whole situation, it's like, and then you hear the tapes and you're like, well, it makes sense.
See, I lived through that motherfucker.
Is it worse than this?
No. Trump is the worst of all time.
Dude, did you see Bill Maher talk about it yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Oh, man, it was pretty good. You know how he does his new rules? That second rule, or the final rule or whatever, was really good. He talked about, like, because he's like, dude, you guys we're going to have civil war. You can't, the way you think of Trump, that's the way they think of you.
Exactly.
To me, there isn't a civil war. Like to me, it's I don't know.
It'd be hard.
I look around, and me not being the biggest guy around, me being a very average sized man, I think like, oh, Civil War happened.
I wouldn't say average. I'd say a little below average.
Below average size?
Yeah.
Okay. Below average size?
Yeah, I would.
I would
mean,
say
it's not to be mean. It's just truthful.
No.
I'm more average size than you are.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like in the middle of you and him.
But that's what I very
Minus
rarely
my
feel
fat ass.
like there's a threat out in society. Like me, I look
I
around,
never feel like there's a threat.
and I'm just like, man, like
I don't understand how people walk their life like that.
to like what.
Like you're saying, with thinking like
Feeling
carrying
threatened all
knives
the
and
time.
carrying fucking
But
guns.
that's
and
what
shit.
that's what I hear all the time from people. Though is like they feel threatened, and like especially women, and like.
Well, I expect that from women. Women is a different situation.
It's the only reason why they feel threatened, because in reality, when you take the population of the United States, which is over 320 million people,
Something like that, yeah.
it's not really that many murders.
Yeah.
If you understand where I'm coming, I think it's something like 42,000 people get murdered a year, average in the United States. But we're over 320 million people.
And most of those murders happen in like specific spots of the country.
Yeah.
But like to me,
Or they're
like,
domestic type things.
Yes.
individualized like threats are like next to nothing in my book. Mob mentality, when
That's
I see
scary.
people grouped together,
Yeah.
holy shit, then I'm like, okay, that's why people need guns.
Well, I'm not. The thing is I just, I leave it's locked now because she's here, but
Yeah.
I always left my car unlocked. I never locked my car. Well, my other car never locked, so it was kind of it became habit.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna steal something, you're gonna steal it. So
Yeah.
how hard is it to get through my fucking glass?
but
I'd rather you just open my door and take it,
Take what you gotta take.
and then
I
bust
get-
out my fucking window.
I get what you're saying. Like, but
That's my
not
mentality.
the-
But at the same time, I also think, it's the middle of the fucking daylight. I'm not gonna do it. There's no way if I walk by a car. For one, you got to make sure it's unlocked. So that's the first thing. So you got to double check. So you got that, like, okay, it's open. Now you got to give the suspicious look around to figure out if anybody's checking, which makes you look suspicious. So if there's anybody around, you're fucked.
But you're talking
But it's
about
like,
it
who-
like it's
who-
in question what you're trying to do. If I'm trying to steal a car,
Not steal a car. I don't think
Or
anybody's
break
going to
in.
steal my car. I think people would steal stuff out of my car. Stealing a car is such a rare thing. It's such a rare thing if you think about it. Who the fuck's... Why would?
Unless you got some kind of specialty car.
You never worked in a place where cars are dormant.
What?
Places where cars sit for more than 4 or 5 hours, those are the high theft areas for vehicles. Like, man, at the theater, like, when you knew a 3-hour movie was out, those were the hot days for people to fucking rack out cars in there. Because they knew you were going in. They know what time the movie starts. They know you're not coming out.
A friend of mine went to the movie. They stole his car while he was just watching Star Wars.
Really? I didn't realize it was that. I didn't think it was that. For one, what kind of car was it?
Well, first of all, most car theft is for profit. Very few car theft is for just joyriding around in a car.
And no one's gonna steal my car.
So unless most cars that get stolen, if you got an old car that gets stolen, it's for a joyride.
Yes.
If you got something new and it gets stolen, they're taking the engine, the tires, the wheels.
Yeah, they know something.
When they find it's gonna be a skeleton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They just want the radio.
They're just trying to make money. Yeah. Right. They're just trying to make some fucking money off your fucking car. Or they steal your catalytic converters. But the things going on now, guys crawling underneath the car.
Dude, they've been doing that since fucking.
Yeah, steal a catalytic converter.
Because they did when I was at ER, which was 07. This was 07, 08. Fucking all the like 2 of the trucks had their converters stolen.
Yep.
We get out, you just walk out in the morning, doing your thing, go to warm up the truck. You're like, what the fuck? Just 2 of them.
They did it's a bus yard with buses, for school kids. Mm-hmm. Somebody went there and stole not all of them, but a lot of them. I think 11 or 12 of catalytic converters off the buses. It's platinum inside of the catalytic converter. That's what they steal it for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, those bitches are sharp. You ever touch a catalytic converter? It'll cut your hand if you're not wearing gloves.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, because you always did theaters around here, right?
I did all of Metro Detroit.
So around Detroit, always on the outside. So, like, you get what you pay for. The suburbs are just starting to feel it, but they have not been putting any money into the education or the stability of Detroit itself for the last 40 years. And this is what you get. You get a place that one side of the road you feel like is fucking a wasteland, and half the people on the 3/4 of the people north of 8 Mile won't go south of 8 Mile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that was something that was beat into a lot of people.
Well,
I just mean
2 people are responsible for that. Coleman Young, and who's the guy who just died? The Oakland County.
Oh, Conyer?
No, white guy. What's his name?
Oh, I don't know that.
He was the.
Patterson. Oakland County guy. Oakland County.
Right.
Patterson.
It's those 2. They had a feud. He didn't like Coleman Young. Coleman Young didn't like him. And it became a racial thing, and people took sides, and so a lot of the white people moved out of Detroit. Let's get away from fucking Detroit because Coleman Young's an asshole, and he's But the whole thing was crazy when you think about it. So all these white people moved out of Detroit. But they still had property in Detroit. A lot of houses, So they'd rent them out. Okay? So they'd rent them out to low-income people. They wouldn't check to see, if they had good references. And the people get in the house and they'd tear the fucking house up. So then they'd move out. So then the white guy owns the house. He said, I'm not paying taxes on... He owes 10 or 12 years of taxes. He ain't been paying them. House just sitting there. So, just before Halloween... They would hire guys to come into Detroit and set the houses are insured. Set them on fire. That's how Devil's Night got started.
Yeah.
That's how that shit got started.
Yeah, I definitely feel that Devil's Night always felt like because of the way the white flight happened, it always felt like a way for people to get out of.
Yeah, get out from under.
Oh, it just happened to happen on Devil's Night, so it wasn't me.
Right. They were stuck with a piece of property they didn't want anymore.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, going back to like a few points before, like how many cats They're just like, I'm gonna light a house on fire. But you get a few people together and give them, a reason, they're gonna go light a house on fire. Group mentality scares me.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't know if that's group mentality though. They didn't get together and talk about it. It was just like, it's just convenient way to fucking.
I don't know. I think
Maybe
they
they did.
I think they kind of a little bit did.
Well, I'm sure.
Some lawyers say, how you can get from underneath this. These lawyers are slick.
Yeah.
Well, I know a guy that go out there and torch the house for you. Give him $200, and they got $20,000 worth of insurance on it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's more than the house what they paid for the house back in the 40s.
Did Brent give me the numbers?
No, he's gonna send them to me on the phone.
Okay, because the first quarter is over.
Okay.
This is great.
Yeah.
She watching the football game?
Yeah.
Who's winning?
I don't know who's winning, babe.
This is the Lions.
Take 7.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it depends on who you are. Some people be like, yeah.
Right. I mean, I don't root for either one. I
They
mean,
don't pay the fucking athletes.
I don't root for either one.
To be honest with you, I shouldn't be supporting something that is. I mean, it doesn't make sense how a bunch of people make so much money off of kids.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
Well, it's the American way.
It is so the American way.
It's the American way.
It's elitism. It's
Well, they get ready to put an end to that,
low
though.
class schools are.
They're trying, but we'll see how that works out.
Oh,
Universities.
no, it's done.
What?
I said, how many low class schools get to compete, like in college games? Only universities, right? There's no.
No,
like,
there's
community
actually
college
no.
football
There's a
fucking
reason
teams.
for that.
no, there's different levels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There is
You know how high school gets split up by the
different.
amount of people?
Yeah.
Like each high school is in a division due
based
to the
on the amount of people.
Yeah, it's the same thing with football in colleges. Why would you put a community college up against a fucking university?
Against
They don't
Michigan.
have the same funds.
Right.
They don't have the same amount.
They
of
can't
people.
compete.
Yeah.
They don't have as good
They
talent.
can't recruit anywhere close to the same class.
Right.
So
they need a classification for the.
So they're
Yeah,
gonna play
so-
against their talent.
like to me, you just explained it. You're like, why would I support something that doesn't pay the kids? Elitism. That's exactly what it's feeding into.
Well, I understand that. That's what college is.
Yeah.
College has turned into a thing. Sports are becoming that too. Like, you can't compete in fucking everyday sports now unless you're a fucking LeBron.
I love the idea of university. I love the idea of being a master of your trade, going and studying with people who are
I get that.
have to be fully focused, but why is community college and shit not like that? And what do you need?
I don't know. I don't know what community college is like. I thought about going and taking some botany classes.
You did?
Yeah. But I don't have time. It's not about time.
Well, you can research that. You can do that online.
Yeah, I listen to
you
people.
don't have to go
That's what
nowhere.
I'm saying. These people talk about it. Like, all the information you need is right there. I can
It really is.
take any class I want.
And it's up-to-date information.
Yeah, well, I gotta get a computer. I need a computer so it's easier to upload these fucking videos too. Keep ashing on my tray. Fucking A. Alright, gotta get to work.
Yep. Are you cutting it down? Is he cutting it down?
Yeah.